I wanted to do just a quick follow-up video on the tutorial that I did for Riverglass and just show you guys some of our favorite finds that we found on that day of picking up Riverglass along the river in Maryland. And I just wanted to kind of give you guys a taste of the variety of things that we find and some of the things that we look for and some of the things we come across that we're not always looking for. First of all, I just wanted to show you the color of glass that we find. We always find the clear and the brown and the green, but this is some of the glass that we find that is more rare. I showed you guys before the really pretty cobalt blue, which is usually Vicks Vapor Rub or Milk of Magnesia bottles or old medicine bottles. That's always really pretty to find. We also have really pretty deep aqua or turquoise glass that is also one of my favorites. And we also do find depression glass, which is going to be this almost neon green, and this will actually glow in a black light, under a black light. So this is a really fun color to find. If you ever go in an antique store, you will see a lot of depression glass, glassware, plates, tableware made out of that color glass. Red is probably one of the most rare colors to find, and I can count the pieces of red we've ever found on one hand, but this is a really pretty piece of red, and it has texture and pattern, which is great, so that'll be a really nice jewelry piece. And these are little insulators from a light bulb, and even though they look black, this is what we call black glass, and if you hold this up to a light, they are actually a deep purple. They're actually a really pretty deep purple. So these are broken, just pieces of the insulator from a light bulb, but if you look at the bottom of an old light bulb, this is what you will see, and it actually is dark purple glass. These pieces are also called black glass, but they're not actually black. Again, if you hold them up to a light or put a light behind them, they're actually amber, or almost like a dark olive color, dark olive or amber green kind of color. They're really pretty, and they're just really fun. They're usually super thick. Think of old wine bottles or liquor jugs usually have these really dark black glass color. I told you guys also about the pink. Pink glass is, there is such thing as pink glass, but usually what we find is white glass that has been colored or tinted pink or almost a violet color from the sun. So white glass is made to be colorless by manganese dioxide, which is something they put in the glass to make it colorless. And when it's put in the sunlight or under an ultraviolet light, that actually causes the glass to have a pink or violet colored hue to it. So the longer it sits out in the sun, it will start to turn a darker shade of pink. So this was actually a white piece at one time, and now it is turning pink. You will also see that it looks a little bit iridescent, and over here with these two brown pieces, you will see that these also, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the camera, but they also actually have like an iridescent sheen to them. Some glass, depending on the chemical compound, can be made to look iridescent, but this glass has actually just probably been weathered, and it depends on the alkalinity of the glass and the water moisture content that it's been sitting in and how long it's been sitting, and that kind of causes it to have that iridescent sheen. But it's super pretty, and it makes for really nice jewelry pieces. Really interesting. It makes it really pretty. We also, of course, have pieces that have pattern on them. So this really pretty depression glass, this is probably a plate or a bowl. You can see it has the leaf pattern. There's leaves on there, so that is just really fun and really pretty and unique. And then this piece here, I can't make out what it says, but it's probably the bottom of a bottle, but it has some type of stamp on their icon logo. So anytime we find some embossing, some type of you know, just some type of writing or pattern or anything, it kind of makes it fun. And we also find pottery, and the pottery pieces can be weathered like this. It gives it a really fun kind of texture and appearance. Here is a nice yellow piece. Usually the pottery is on both sides, so there's yellow and then yellow again. And even sometimes we can get the maker or the brand, if sometimes we can make it out on the bottom. And sometimes when we flip it over, we'll even find, so this would have been the bottom of the plate or the bowl, and then this would have been the top. So we oftentimes get really pretty patterned pieces and colors of pottery too. And finally, sometimes when we go looking for glass, we also dig for bottles, and on occasion we'll find whole bottles, but sometimes we just find the pieces, because a lot of the time as the bottle is coming out of the ground, it actually breaks off. And so as this bottle was probably coming out of the ground this way, the base or the body of the bottle stayed in the ground and the neck broke off. So this is going to be the mouth of the bottle. And this is probably a pretty old piece. It's very, very thick. It's aqua in color. Here's actually a stopper. It's broken, but we love finding stoppers. So this was a bottle stopper, again, aqua in color. Here is the neck of a bottle with a rubber, it feels like a rubber stopper still in it, which is very, very cool. You can see that. And then this fun piece, which is a colorless piece of glass, a clear piece, looks to be some type of a lid, maybe like a lid to a little jar or something. So that looks pretty unique and fun too. So hopefully this gives you guys an idea of some of the really fun things that we find here in Maryland, hiking and searching in the rivers for glass. And I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, comment below. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.